And just 48 hours remain for Panchayat polls in West Bengal, but there's no end to the spate of violence in the state. The latest casualty in the series of violence that has so far claimed at least 15 lives is a 17-year-old boy who was killed in a bomb blast in the Gangati village of North 24 Parganas. Imran Hassan was returning home from a TMC procession when bombs were allegedly charged off by workers of ISF and CPM, leading to his death. His father, who's a TMC worker, describes how he lost 17-year-old Hassan in the blast.
Actually, আমি একটা রাজনীতি টিএমসি দলের সাথে আমি যুক্ত দীর্ঘদিন কম বেশি রাজনীতিটা করি আজ থেকে 20 থেকে 25 বছর আগে যখন বামের ছিল তখন এরকম গ্রামে অশান্তি ছিল তারপর যেদিন থেকে গ্রাম থেকে সিপিএম ক্ষমতাচ্যুত হয় তবে থেকে এই গ্রামে শান্তি ছিল এরকম কোনো ঝুট ঝামেলা মারপিট বা কোনো কেস কাভারি গ্রামে খুব কম ছিল আসার পরেই এটা কি যেন হয়ে গেল ও তারপরে ও ব্যাকে গেল সেই মুহূর্তে আমরা সব চলে আসবে এরকম মুহূর্তে কিছু লোক চলেও এসেছি আমরা পেছনের দিকেই ছিলাম এরকম টাইমে হঠাৎ ইট বৃষ্টি বোমা বৃষ্টি শুরু হয়ে গেল ঠিক আছে ও বোঝার আগেই ওর বুকে একটা তাজা বোমা ফেটে গেল আমার চোখের সামনে
And that's not the only incident of violence. 4 BJP supporters were seriously injured after they were allegedly beaten up by TMC workers. Hathuganj in South 24 Parganas witnessed clashes between Indian Secular Front workers and TMC workers. In Murshidabad, bomb was recovered from the farm of Shankarpur village of Khargram. With no end to the violence, the BJP and Congress have trained their guns at the Mamata government, claiming democracy is being butchered in the state.
देखिए वेस्ट बंगाल सरकार ममता बनर्जी सरकार चलाने में अक्षम है और किसी प्रकार से सरकार को नहीं चला रही कानून नियमावली संविधान लोकतंत्र सभी चीज़ों का हत्या वहाँ पर हो रही है और मुझे लगता नहीं कोई भी चुनाव हो जिस प्रकार से वह लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से चुनाव को जीतना चाहती हैं दबाव बनाना चाहती हैं बम गोलों से वहाँ पे वातावरण दूषित करना चाहती हैं और किसी के वोटरों को मारना और सपोर्टरों को मारना नॉमिनेशन नहीं कर देना ये कम से कम सीधी सी लोकतंत्र की हत्या है और इस पर बंदिश लगना चाहिए नहीं जनता उनको सबक सिखा देगी
To opposition's charge, the TMCs blamed them instead for the violence, calling it engineered drama. Listen in.
Now, all this which is going on is a drama which is being engineered by the political party, which is seeing on the writing on the walls that it is being rejected and defeated by the electorate. BJP is desperate. Despite their best efforts, they are unable to shake the TMC vote bank at the grassroots level. BJP is instigating and engineering this kind of violent situation so that they would avoid this miserable defeat, which is almost certain in a few days hereafter.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, let's go across to our guest. Joining us, we have Shatrupal, spokesperson of BJP. Gargi Nandi Roy is political analyst. Nilanjan Das is a political analyst as well. But first and foremost, want to go across to Mohammad Tausif Rahman, spokesperson of the TMC. Mr. Tausif Rahman, of course, TMC and your workers have also been victims of the violence. There's no denying that. And I think the numbers speak for themselves. The first incident that we spoke about was, in fact, of that young boy who was returning from a TMC function. But be that as it may, end of the day, 15 precious lives have been lost. And that certainly at some level or the other does reflect upon the governance, upon law and order, which is certainly the responsibility of the state. Tausif.
Well, good evening, Madhav. Well, Madhav, absolutely you're right. I mean, 15 deaths is always condemnable, whether you belong to BJP, TMC, CPM, Congress or ISF. I mean, it's not a matter of joke. I mean, who's dying on the street and who's dying while returning from procession? They can come from anywhere they want to. And of course, the law and order is under our hand. We have to take care of everything. And we are quite capable. Now the question is, Madhav, why we are there from last 11 years? 3 terms it's running, because the people of Bengal have faith on us, because they know very well what is happening in Bengal. You know, Madhav, Panchayat election, even you know, I don't have to teach you anything. Panchayat election is a very personal election. I mean, it's a local problem out there. But it is very sad, you know, you see these people who are fighting right now are the same people who stays together, celebrates together and stand for each other when problem occurs. My question is, who is behind this scene? And who's creating the massacre? I mean, you want a vote. You have 18 MPs. You can show your work chart. You can come ahead and tell that what you have done in last 5 years. And that's why I want the vote. But this is not happening with BJP. They're not doing this. What they want to do is to instigate people and create a right. Yes, you can say that I am a TMC spokesperson and I'm blaming the BJP. But what about the local voice? What about the people?
Mr. Tawseefur Rahman, they are accusing you of committing the violence in a similar vein.
I mean, no, because the local, sir, because the local people are questioning. Because even I am campaigning myself. I am going district and district. The people are asking me, I know these people do BJP, but why are they harassing us? Why are they coming in a house and telling us, Kalke toke badi teke baire jete debo na? I mean, what is happening? They will not allow those candidates to go out.
Gargi
Those
Nandi
5
Roy.
BJP people
Gargi
only.
Nandi Roy.
Because those people, they don't want to see any strength.
Okay, you asked a
What
question,
is
but
happening?
Gargi
Why?
Nandi Roy respond. The violence is being
Yes.
perpetrated by opposition parties, including the BJP. That's the statement coming in from TMC. Please respond to him.
See, the Home Minister is Mamata Banerjee, and Tawseef says like that. Madhav, the saddest part is that as a Bengali, I feel shocked and saddened when Bengal makes to the headlines because of political violence. And let's not forget that this is the culture of political violence was started by the left, and it has continued and gone to a next level. See, let's not forget the ghost of 2021 post-poll violence still haunts. TMC had unleashed a reign of terror at that time. Khala hobe became synonymous with murder and rape. If it was told to a man, it meant murder. If it was told to a woman, it meant rape. What is he talking, Madhav? The problem is, because of abject poverty. See, the left also had shut down all industries. TMC had driven away industries. So what has happened, what has flourished is the cottage industry of bomb making. Today also in Birbhum, 32 bombs were found. In Goshaba, 30 bombs. So isn't it the responsibility of the TMC? And it saddens me, it hurts me as a mother when I see a 17-year-old boy dies. Doesn't matter which party he belonged to. Why will so many lives be lost? Who is responsible? Because of their thing. And why does it happen in Panchayat election? Because there is a lot of money involved. Money is generated in Panchayat election, which goes up to the top. So that is at stake, and there is no employment, no job. So for small interests, people are fighting against each other.
Okay.
The political rot is, Madhav, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Madhav, the political rot has gone so deep that it has led to a socio-cultural degeneration in Bengali society. That's why what Tawseef said, people who celebrate together, they are killing each other. Why is this happening, Tawseef? You people have ruled for more than 10 years. Why have you taken this violence to this another level? Why did you unleash a reign of terror after 2021?
Okay, we have limited time. Tawseef, please excuse me. I want to quickly bring in the other panelists, and then I'm going to come back to you if we have time. Nilanjan Das, simple question. 10 years of rule, of course, Gargi Nandi Roy has cited. Yet the Calcutta High Court has to cite extraordinary situation, orders and deployment of central forces at polling stations. The BSF IG has been directed, in fact, and somewhere or the other, these repeated incidents do raise some very disturbing questions as to why is the state not being able to control the situation on ground.
Well, Madhav, currently the central force has been deployed. You know that. So about 800 companies or more than that of central forces have been deployed. What are they doing? This is my first question.
After the state's failure, let's add that as well.
You can add it, but I'm saying that
we should not.
I'm saying that central forces have been deployed, so they are quite useless. This is the first point that I want to make.
Oh, really?
Second point.
So under whose
saying about
command are they functioning? No,
please
simple
let me
question,
finish.
sir. No. Are they not? Is the state government or state machinery have no role to play in where these forces are deployed, what they are doing? State government has no role to play. You've abdicated it completely to center.
The opposition, the media, the High Court of Calcutta, if they don't have faith in the state machinery, what can be done? They are
Sir,
bringing in.
that's a
central
very
police
important
from
point.
outside.
Very important point.
So now
Supreme
what
Court.
is- No,
Supreme
no.
Court. Once again,
Please
very
let me
important
finish.
point you mentioned.
You are selectively
I want to
quoting
repeat
High
it.
Court
No.
High
You've
Court
made a very
observations.
important point,
You
Mr.
are
Nilanjan.
selectively quoting High Court observations.
Nilanjan,
The CJ of Calcutta High Court.
what the Supreme
CJ
Court has
of
said,
Calcutta High Court
what the High Court has
has-
said, what the NHRC said in context of post-poll violence, what the National Commission for Women said,
The
all of
NHRC
that is there in the public
the
domain,
NHRC
sir.
is a body
That's not
filled
hidden
with
from anybody.
RSS goons.
And none of that,
The
unfortunately,
RSS goons,
is very complimentary on the role of the
NHRC is
state
a
government.
body
You can
that is
shout all
filled
you
with
want, sir,
RSS
but these are
goons.
very pertinent questions that you're running away from.
No,
You're
these
not
are
answering them. You're
pertinent
just shouting.
questions. These are not pertinent questions. The NHRC, the governor's office, all
Supreme
these
Court
are
is not pertinent.
in cahoots with the
High Court
BJP
is not
leadership in the
permanent.
state.
NHRC is not permanent. None of these institutions are pertinent to Bengal.
Biased. NHRC's report has got no basis.
So
Then
only
why
the
don't
West
they
Bengal
prove
government
it
is
on
honest.
higher court
Everybody
of
else is
law?
biased. All the
Why
courts are
has the
biased.
post-poll
All the
bias,
commissions are biased.
The thing has not been proved in a court of law.
Okay. It has not been probed in a court of law. Let me bring in Shatarupa. Shatarupa, please respond to this because
These
it is
are
a
all
failure of the
baseless
central forces, says Mr. Nilanjan Das. He says everybody is biased against the state government. Please respond to it.
Madhav, first of all, forgive me, there was a technical issue, so I joined late despite waiting inside the Zoom connection. Let me just rattle off a few points, which I'm sure Tausif has done. Generally, I know what he keeps on saying. There have been 16 murders in almost 26 to 25 days. There have been uncountable assaults. There have been innumerable mental harassments and threats. There have been bombs galore, which Gargi was saying, firearms, rampant violence, and all why? It's very easy to blame the central forces, and Nilanjan has very kindly been saying that nothing else is pertinent except the West Bengal government. The central force has been finally brought in after, I think, Madhav, you know very well, there has been a huge tussle. We have an irresponsible, insensitive, callous State Election Commission who claims that he has no idea of any kind of violence in West Bengal, despite all televisions, domestic television, national television, showing it all over. Police comment that DGP has been, it's gone viral. That video, they've been saying that there has been absolutely no violence. West Bengal is so peaceful. I mean, it's almost like a Shamshan Ghat. It's so peaceful. We have a selfish CM. Please, Nilanjan, I listened to you very patiently, although you were talking nonsense. So kindly give me a patient hearing. We have a selfish CM. We have a selfish chief minister who, despite being a woman, sits and counts the number of murders, which is, according to her, much less than compared to the last election than that of the
let's not get into name calling.
Let's not get into
name calling. I'm just going to request, let's not get into name calling. But you have made a number of... Yeah, let's stop using adjectives which will unnecessarily provoke and waste time. That's my simple request to all panelists. But I want to ask a simple question of Tausif.
Nonsense.
Yeah, one second, Mr. Nilanjan Das. I'm requesting all of you not to use any kind of adjectives which are not complimentary. Let's keep our language parliamentary. We are all capable of that. Tausif, simple question. When the Chief Minister comes out and says the nominations as peaceful as possible, despite what we've seen, that's going to be seen with some amount of contempt. Because look at the kind of violence. I mean, it doesn't even have to be just the deaths. There's just every day so many incidents that are reported. Bombs recovered, incidents of violence, attacks, so on and so forth happening.
Madhav, this is what... Madhav, just give me 30 to 40 seconds. I mean, this is not a blame game. I mean, absolutely what you're saying, I'm not backfooting myself. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running away. But you have to understand why this is happening. I remember the movie Ghulam-e-Mustafa and Kranti, where how they used to program and stage the riots and violence in the state. Well, the question is why we oppose central force. Very big question. Again, it comes every day. The misusing of central agency is something which can be seen overall. 2008, 2013. Many people died and BSF was standing like a puppet because they were assigned to do so. Independent candidates are backed by BJP and CPM. BJP leaders like Suvendu Adhikari and Lokesh Chatterjee forcefully entering the BDO office and State Election Commission, and they want to create a ruckus in the State Commission office as well. I mean, the people of Bengal are watching. They are asking us, like, why BJP is
Quick
doing
response.
that.
Gargi's hand
If
going
they want
up,
to support
Shadrupa's hand
Modi
going up.
also,
Quick
they
response from
want
Gargi.
to support Modi.
Quick response from Gargi.
Madhav, do you remember the Shitalkuchi
Yes, what he is talking about, the independent candidate, that PMC disgruntled candidate who didn't get ticket, now is filing nomination. He is house was also attacked in Ranaghat. How the independents are scared by the TMC goons.
Okay.
Independent, their houses have been
Completely
also
out of time.
attacked.
I'm
What
very
are you
sorry, we're
talking
completely out of time.
No.
Shatrupa and Nilanjan Das would have liked to engage with you a little more in this debate, but unfortunately, we just don't have the time. I'd like to thank Shatrupa, Gargi Nandi Roy, Nilanjan Das, and Mohammad Tausif Rahman for joining us on debate number 2 on the News Hour agenda this evening.